All right, Shalom. This is Shalomar from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rahak Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. All right, this is going to be a quick one. Today in the news, today is February the 19th, the year 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And hey, everything is still escalating. Prophecies are coming to pass like never before. Okay. So it says this is CBSnews.com, and it says Biden administration warns it will take action if Texas does not stop blocking federal agents from U.S. border area. So why would you need? First of all, why do they have border patrol? What and they're building a wall to stop the immigrants from coming in. Why does the feds need to be down there? All right, so Texas think that something is up. They're like, no, we're gonna keep our border control going. We're gonna keep building the wall. And Biden's like, no, you're gonna let the feds down there, or else. And when he said or else, everybody's like, so what does this or else means? Okay, so this has been big in the news the last few days. But it seems like it's escalating. I'm just going to read a little bit down here. It says the Biden administration on Sunday demanded that Texas officials stop preventing federal border patrol agents from entering a section of the U.S. southern border commanded by state National Guard soldiers last week, calling the actions clearly unconstitutional, according to a letter obtained by CBS News. Okay, so don't be surprised if you have the federal government going against the state troopers, or not the state troopers, but the state patrol, the state border patrol. Okay. You might have Rangers going against National Guards. We don't know how this is going to play out, but it is written that it's going to happen. And we're going to get some scriptures in just a second. It says, if the Texas National Guard does not heed to the Biden administration's demand and cease its efforts to block border patrols access to a public park in the border town of Eagle Pass, the Department of Homeland Security will refer the matter to the Justice Department and explore other options. Jonathan Mayer, the top lawyer at DHS, warns in his letter to Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. So they're throwing threats at each other. You know, Biden is saying, hey, you're going to do this, like I said, or, we're going to take actions. Texas is like, hey, I don't give a damn what you say. All right. And like I said, that scripture, let's get into the scriptures. First, I want to start with Matthew 12, but the main one I want to get is 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. It says in Matthew 12, it says in 25, it says, and Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. All right, so this lets you know that this United States, which is not so united, it's like their own little stores. And I was explaining to my wife when I was talking to her about it, because she didn't know anything about it. I said, it's like United States is like a corporation. It's like a mall, and the states are like all of these little stores that work in that mall. You have the regulations of the whole mall, and then you have the separate store regulations or laws or whatever. And that's how this place is operated. The stores make their individual money, and then they have to pay for their spot in the mall. All right, so that's why you have federal taxes and state taxes. Not sure if that was a good example, but this place is a business, and it operates like a business. And once one starts to branch out, of course, Texas. I can't remember where I saw this at, but Texas was actually calling on other states. And now, in a couple of months, you have this movie, this Civil War movie that's about to drop, and then you have this thing right here escalating. It's almost like they're trying to push civil war on this place. All right, the media and also the government. All right, it's like they want this place to fall so they can hand it over to the NATO and the UN. But it says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? It won't. We already see it's crumbling, it's falling. This place is so divided. As a matter of fact, if you ever like shatter a windshield and you see all those cracks and it shatters, if it breaks, it shatters into certain little cubes. Man, that's how divided this place is. You can name anything, any topic, whether it's food, politics, the alphabet community, the pandemic. All of these things, people are so divided. It may be, husband and wife. It may be mother and father, sister and brother, father and son, brother and brother. They just not gonna agree on the same thing, and they could very well go to war with each other real soon. And what if you have someone in Texas that loves Texas, and they're one of the border patrol officers, and then you have a cousin that this is a family member, but they're against the policies and the government of Texas, and they moved to New York. So, and they're part of like National Guards or something. They have different views. They have different views. They have different outlooks. One may be pessimistic on a certain subject. One may be optimistic. That's how America is. It's so divided. It's like a puzzle. And once you take one piece of the puzzle out, it's incomplete. And that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of pieces taken out of this puzzle, and it's not going to be a functioning puzzle anymore. It's not. You won't be able to see the picture. It'll just be something with a bunch of holes in it. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 15:15. Let's start up a little bit. Verse 14 says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Isn't that what's going on in Texas right now? They don't care what Biden is talking about. He's the president of the country. It's like this man is powerless, when it comes to certain states. Then you had Uh, the Georgia governor, he was, and this was so weird because these are two Republicans, the Georgia governor and who was it, Kemp and Trump was going back and forth. They didn't like each other, and both of them are Republicans. That shows you how divided this place is. You have Republicans against Republicans, Democrats against Democrats. Okay, let's go back to the article. Let me see if I missed anything. Yeah, that was pretty much it. It's just a bunch of ass down at the bottom. But the main thing is, it could be a civil war breaking out between the North and the South again, under a different agenda. This time it has a lot to do with Border Patrol. Of course, there's other things going on behind the scenes. It's not just Border Patrol, and then it is maybe a reason why Biden is trying to, put us federal assistance down there. They may be trying to bring in troops, just like those men that's coming in. No one know who they are, and they're like just homeless men. They say that they're of military age, and they're getting ready for something to pop off in this country. But we don't know what's going to happen. We do know what's going to happen. We just don't know how it's going to happen. Slakia. Let me go back. We know exactly what's going to happen because the scriptures speak on it. And just like I just read, 2nd Ezra 15:15, there's going to be sedition. And there is being sedition right now. And I want to say it started on this January 16th. January 6th started a whole nother outlook on this country, showing that even these so-called patriots, these were diehard Trump supporters breaking in the Capitol. So they weren't for the country; they was for their King Trump. Their King Trump. They treat this man like he's a king, But hey, that's their hope. So our hope is in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We're going to fight spiritually for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and this truth. And we're going to keep teaching. And the rest of this stuff, we're going to watch it just fall down. Okay, so I'm going to end it right there. I pray that this was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Dash. Double honor to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth. Shalom to the elect.